So today we're going to take a look at some of the greatest duos in NBA history. Welcome to Fleece TV. Let's get it. Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, famously known as the Splash Brothers, are one of the most electrifying and transformative duos basketball has ever seen. Their exceptional long-range shooting and offensive firepower revolutionized the game and played a pivotal role in the Golden State Warriors dynasty, leading the team to 4 NBA titles. For years, there was a notion that jump-shooting teams couldn't win it all, but Steph and Klay more than disproved that idea. Curry is widely recognized as the greatest shooter of all time, redefining the game with his shooting range and accuracy. His lightning-quick release, combined with the ability to make shots off the dribble or come off screens, make him a threat the moment he crosses over the half-court line. Thompson, equally dangerous from long range, complements Curry's shooting with his own marksmanship and off-ball movement, while holding his own on defense, especially before the injuries. Curry and Klay have been staples of the NBA over the last decade, with plenty of time left to accomplish more success on the basketball court together. Guided by head coach Greg Popovich, Tim Duncan more than exceeded the expectations set for a #1 overall draft pick when he came out of Wake Forest. Duncan was immediately paired up with David Robinson, forming the Twin Towers, and by the next season was already coming off Rookie of the Year honors and winning an NBA championship. With Robinson in the twilight of his career, the Spurs looked for a partner for Duncan, this time going with a 6'2" French guard named Tony Parker, who evolved into a more dangerous point guard than anyone could have anticipated. The duo made the Spurs by far the most consistent team of the 21st century, winning 4 NBA titles with the franchise in the 2000s and 2010s. Despite their quiet presence off the court, the impact and legacy that Duncan and Parker created with the Spurs easily positions them as one of the most undervalued pairings in NBA history. The Lakers managed to pry Shaquille O'Neal from the Orlando Magic and also snagged a young and promising Kobe Bryant in a draft night trade back in 1996. For 3 title runs, Kobe and Shaq could be argued as the greatest inside-outside duo. O'Neal's physicality allowed him to overpower anyone, and his ability to score at will made him the most dominant force in league history. With Shaq getting so much attention in the post, it enabled Bryant to do whatever he wanted to do on the perimeter, especially once he came into his own as the best guard of his time. Once the relationship between the pairing became rocky, one had to go and Shaq was traded to Miami where he won a title with Dwyane Wade, and Kobe would eventually team up with Pau Gasol, bringing 2 more titles to the city of LA. Regardless of the off-the-court differences, Kobe and Shaq were the perfect fit together basketball-wise, leaving many to this day wondering if they would have captured more titles had they kept their egos in check. Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar combines 2 of the top 5 players to ever play the game of basketball on a lot of people's list. From the moment Magic stepped foot into the NBA and led the Lakers to a championship in his rookie season, fans already knew that they were looking at something special. Starting at center in place of an injured Abdul-Jabbar, he delivered one of the most iconic moments with a 42-point performance to clinch the series on the road in Philadelphia. As a 6'9" point guard, Magic revolutionized basketball with his unique style of playmaking and was the perfect complement alongside the inside presence of Kareem. Abdul-Jabbar was one of the most dominant big men of his era, capturing 6 MVP awards and 1 championship with the Bucks before clinching another 5 with Magic in Los Angeles. Between Johnson's ability to throw accurate, flashy passes and Kareem's unstoppable skyhook, the Showtime Lakers became one of the most efficient and entertaining teams of the 80s. The biggest rival of Magic and Kareem were the Boston Celtics, consisting of 2 other all-time greats in Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. The 2 dominant teams clashed in multiple NBA finals during the 1980s, creating some of the most memorable moments in basketball. Bird and McHale played 12 seasons with the Celtics, capturing 3 NBA championships in 1981, 84, and 86. Larry Bird's ability to score, pass, and rebound at an elite level made him an incredible asset for the Celtics. He was a 3-time NBA MVP and was known for his clutch performances while having an edge on the court with his trash talking. While Bird was the superstar, Kevin McHale started out as the guy who would do the dirty work on the team. He began his career as one of the best bench players in the league and evolved into a player with some of the best crafty post moves and footwork of his time. The pairing solidified the Boston Celtics as one of the most dominant teams of their era. Over the course of his 20-year career, LeBron James has played with several NBA greats, but the best teammate he has ever had was Dwyane Wade. Miami instantly became villains the moment LeBron decided to take his talents to South Beach, thanks in large part to the way he left the Cavs. After an adjustment period in their first season together, LeBron and Wade figured out how to play with each other and became virtually unstoppable, leading the Heat to 4 straight finals appearances. LeBron was at his peak physical form during this 4-year stretch with the Heat, and while Wade was the king in Miami, he took a backseat to propel LeBron to another level. The duo won back-to-back titles in 2012 and 2013, where James grabbed both finals MVP awards and the first 2 championships of his career. Wade solidified his spot amongst the all-time greats, as well as his second and third NBA championships. Their time together was short-lived since LeBron returned to Cleveland, but their high-energy, unselfish style of play makes them one of the most memorable duos in basketball history. Karl Malone and John Stockton are without a doubt two of the greatest NBA players who never won a championship. The 1-2 combination of Stockton and Malone made the Jazz relevant for almost 2 decades because of their prominent pick-and-roll play. Known as the mailman, Karl Malone was a versatile power forward known for his ability to consistently hit mid-range jump shots as well as effectively finish at the rim. Malone's abilities, coupled with Stockton's court awareness and pass-first mentality, led the Jazz to success that they had never seen before. After multiple conference finals appearances, Utah finally broke through and reached the NBA Finals in both 1997 and 1998. Unfortunately for Malone and Stockton, they played at a time when the league was ruled by none other than Michael Jordan. Both were inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2010, with Malone currently sitting third all-time in scoring and Stockton being the all-time leader in steals and assists. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen's partnership laid the foundation for the Bulls' run in the 1990s as they cemented a dynasty with 6 NBA championship wins. Jordan was drafted in 1984 and took the league by storm. Often considered the greatest basketball player of all time, he was a scoring machine that was known for his clutch performances and flashy athletic style. But it wasn't until Pippen joined the franchise in '87 that the Bulls really became a juggernaut. Despite Jordan claiming all 6 Finals MVP awards during their time together, Pippen's contributions were vital to their combined success. His unique combination of defensive skills, athleticism, and playmaking abilities made him a versatile wingman that would lock down the opposing team's best perimeter player while still being able to go get his own bucket. Together they make up 6 NBA championships, 18 All-NBA, 19 All-Defensive teams, and 21 All-Star appearances. Jordan and Pippen are simply the most successful NBA duo of all time, setting a standard for greatness during the 90s. As we're getting ready to start a new NBA season soon, let's take a look at some of the most impactful free agent signings ever. Thank you guys for watching. See you all next time. Fleece out.